Today, I'm going to guide you through the real estate transaction process step by step. Think of this as a clear and friendly walkthrough that takes you smoothly from pre approval all the way to closing day. We'll cover 8 important steps in one easy path, designed to make the whole journey feel simple and straightforward. From making your offer to finally getting the keys in your hand, I'll help you understand exactly what to expect along the way. Let's walk through the entire real estate timeline, highlighting the 8 key moments that take you from the very beginning of the process all the way to closing day. First, we start with getting pre approved, which is essential to understanding your budget and showing sellers you're a serious buyer. Next is the home search, where you explore neighborhoods and find the right property for you. After that, you make an offer, negotiating terms that work for both you and the seller. Then comes the inspection and appraisal stage, which helps ensure the home is in good condition and valued correctly. Following that, you move on to loan approval, where the lender finalizes your mortgage. The sixth step involves securing title and insurance, protecting your ownership and investment. Next is a final walkthrough, a last chance to inspect the property before closing. Finally, closing day is when all the paperwork is signed and you receive the keys to your new home. This steady path keeps everything on track from start to finish. The first step in the home buying process is to get pre approved. This is crucial because knowing your budget early on helps make everything that follows feel clearer, faster, and far less stressful. A pre approval letter also signals to sellers that you are serious and ready to move forward. To start, review your credit. Lenders will look at your credit score, your current debts, and your payment history to determine how strong of a borrower you are. Next, gather important documents like pay stubs, tax returns, bank statements, and proof of employment, as these will be required during the pre approval process. It's also important to compare loan options. Talk about interest rates, down payment plans, and various financing programs that align with your financial goals. Having a clear budget makes every subsequent step easier because you'll know exactly what you can comfortably afford before you start shopping for a home. This clarity helps you focus and avoid getting overwhelmed later on. Finding the right property is all about having a clear plan and staying focused. Start by meeting with your agent to set your must haves. These are the features and qualities that you simply can't compromise on. Then dive into studying neighborhoods, pricing trends, and new listings so you have a solid understanding of what's available and what fits your budget. Next comes the fun part, touring homes. This is where you get a real feel for each space and can compare how different properties match your lifestyle. Remember, it's not just about what looks good on paper. It's about what feels right when you're actually inside the home. By seeing, comparing, and experiencing different options, you'll be able to identify the best fit for you and your lifestyle, bringing you one step closer to finding that perfect place to call home. Now that we're at step 3, it's time to make an offer. A strong offer carefully balances 4 key elements: price, timing, protection, and commitment. This is where the terms really start to take shape. By establishing clear terms now, we can avoid any unwelcome surprises down the road. Let's break down the basics of a good offer. First, the offer price. It's important to set a number that reflects the current market conditions and fits within your budget. Next, contingencies. These are essential protections, like financing, inspections, or appraisals, that help safeguard your interests. The closing date is another critical factor. Selecting a timeline that works comfortably for both the buyer and seller can help keep the process running smoothly. Lastly, earnest money serves as a good faith deposit, showing that you're serious about the purchase. Putting all these pieces together thoughtfully sets a solid foundation for successful negotiations. Now, let's talk about step 4, inspection and appraisal. This step is really about taking a close look at the home you're interested in. The inspection focuses on condition of the house, identifying any repairs needed, safety concerns, or other issues that might be important to negotiate before moving forward. Meanwhile, the appraisal is all about confirming the home's market value. It ensures the lender that the price you're paying is justified. This step is crucial because it acts as a quick double check, protecting your budget and giving you peace of mind before closing. In short, inspection and appraisal help make sure there are no surprises and that the investment you're making is sound. Now, let's dive into step 5, underwriting and approval. This is when your lender takes a close look at your income, assets, credit history, and the details of the property you're buying. It's a thorough process, but it shouldn't be a source of stress. Think of it as a paperwork moment, not a panic moment. So, what really helps move things along smoothly? Fast responses from you, clean and organized documents, and quick follow-up on any request the lender makes. These actions keep the process on track and prevent unnecessary delays. The underwriting process breaks down into three main stages. First is the review, where the underwriter meticulously checks your loan file to ensure everything is accurate and consistent, assessing the overall risk involved. Next, you'll receive conditional approval, which means you might have to send updated documents like recent bank statements or pay stubs, or provide explanations for specific items they flagged. Finally, once all those conditions are addressed and cleared, the lender gives a final thumbs up, also called a clear to close, and starts preparing your loan for closing. This is the signal that you're one step closer to completing your home purchase. Now, let's talk about step 6, title search and insurance. This step is crucial because it confirms that ownership of the property is clear and helps catch any hidden claims that might complicate the transaction. Basically, it's all about protecting you before any money changes hands. While it may seem like just paperwork, this part is designed to be protective, giving you peace of mind before closing on the property. So, what exactly gets checked during this step? First, there's a thorough legal review, including a detailed title search. During this search, we look for things like liens, unpaid taxes, ownership disputes, or recording errors that could affect the property's title. Next, title insurance comes into play. This insurance protects you against any covered title issues that might have been missed in the search or that arise later on. Finally, there's a careful document review to make sure all the final legal paperwork is accurate before you sign anything at closing. This step ensures that everything is in order so you can move forward confidently. Now, let's talk about the final walkthrough, which is a crucial step right before closing. This is your last chance to calmly and thoroughly check that the home matches all the terms of the deal. During this step, you'll want to make sure that any agreed upon repairs have been completed and properly documented. It's essential to verify that all the systems in the house are working correctly. Test the lights, outlets, HVAC systems, and appliances to confirm everything is functioning as expected. Also, be on the lookout for any new damage, such as leaks, cracks, or missing fixtures that might have appeared since your last visit. The home should be ready for you to move in with all included items, keys, remotes, and access devices staying in place as agreed. Bring your inspection request list with you to review everything carefully and verify the condition of property before you sign any final documents. This thorough check helps ensure you're fully confident and informed going into closing. Now, let's talk about closing day, the moment that makes everything official. On this day, you'll be reviewing and signing all the final paperwork, including the loan documents, and transferring the necessary funds before the ownership of the home is officially recorded. Be sure to bring a valid ID with you and confirm your wire instructions directly to avoid any issues. During Step 8, you'll go through signing your closing disclosure, promissory note, deed, and a stack of final signatures, so be prepared for some paperwork. Then, you will send your cash to close, which is typically wired or certified, after which the lender will release the mortgage funds. Finally, once all the documents are signed, funds are transferred, and the transaction is recorded, the sale is complete. At this point, you get the keys. Your new home is officially yours. It's a big step, but everything coming together at once makes it all real. Signed, funded, and recorded, that's the finish line you've been working towards. When we're looking at a real estate transaction, it's really important to understand that it's a team effort. No single person does everything. Instead, each key role handles a specific part of the process to keep the deal moving smoothly. First, the real estate agent is the one who finds homes, negotiates terms, and coordinates all the moving parts to keep things on track. Then there's the lender, whose job is to review finances, approve the loan, and provide the necessary funds for the purchase. Next, the inspector plays a crucial role by evaluating the condition of the home and identifying any repair issues that might need attention. The title company steps in to confirm ownership, resolve any title disputes, and take care of insurance to protect everyone involved. Finally, an attorney might be involved, especially in certain states. to review contracts, explain legal terms, and assist with closing the deal if necessary. Together, these 5 roles each solve a different piece of the puzzle, ensuring one smooth closing at the end. As we near the finish line, it's crucial to be aware of some common pitfalls that can delay closing or even change your loan terms. First, when it comes to financing, making big purchases or taking on new debt can impact your credit and cash flow, which might affect your approval just before closing. So, it's best to avoid major financial moves at this stage. Next, timing is everything. Missing inspection deadlines or responding late can limit your options for repairs, credits, or renegotiations. Staying on schedule is key to keeping the deal on track. Then there's paperwork. It's important to review all documents carefully. Mistakes in fees, dates, or terms are much easier to fix early on, so don't rush through this step. Finally, communication plays a big role. If you go quiet with your lender, it can slow down underwriting and lead to last-minute surprises. Quick responses help everything move smoothly and ensure you're informed every step of the way. Keeping these points in mind will help you avoid unnecessary delays and keep your closing on target. We're almost home now. From the very first showing to the final signature, confidence is key. Your next chapter starts right at the front door, with the process clearly mapped out, starting from pre-approval, moving through your search, then making an offer, and finally closing. You can move forward with clarity and far fewer surprises. So, take that first step and get ready to make this home truly yours.